Does Taylor Swift dethrone HUNTR this week? We're going to count down the top 10 on our JNC Hot Songs chart dated November 2nd. So here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the JNC Music Show. Today we're going to find out if the fate of Ophelia defeats Golden and takes the #1 spot on this week's JNC Hot Songs chart. And then after that, we're going to talk about how the battle between those two songs went on the Billboard Hot 100 and what to look out for next week, and our new point system on the JNC Hot Songs chart. So let's go count down our top 10. Daisies is down to number 10. Alright, so Justin Bieber's Daisies, after a peak of number 3, starts to decline, and now it's at number 10. I'm not sure what the decline is. Maybe because there's some competition out there. I mean, 2 new songs are making its debut. We're going to reveal that in just a bit, but yeah, Daisy's down to number 10. It's on the decline now. So, yep. Tough one for Justin Bieber, but maybe he'll bounce back eventually. Soda Pop re-enters the top 10 at number 9. Alright, Saja Boys and Soda Pop back in the top 10 once again. Keeps going in and out of the top 10, every other week or so. So, yep. Soda Pop re-enters the top 10 at number 9. And we'll look for a bigger boost this next week as K-pop Demon Hunters is starting to take over for Halloween. Because obviously with the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along in theaters again this weekend, and obviously yesterday for Halloween, it's no surprise that it's going to jump up on the charts again. So yeah. Me+You re-enters the top 10 at number 8. So, twice as Me+You debuted at number 9, fell to number 15 the week after, and then it is this week's biggest riser at number 8. They did do a live performance at it somewhere, so yeah, that helped on the impact. So yep, Me+You with a new peak at number 8. Thriller debuts at number 7. So yep, the Halloween anthem of all time, Michael Jackson and Thriller, number 7 on this week's JNC Hot Songs chart. The second highest debut this week. We'll reveal our top 1 in just a bit. But yep, Michael Jackson. Thriller just keeps coming and going, especially during Halloween for sure. It is truly the Halloween anthem of all time. So yep, Michael Jackson, first entry on the Hot Songs chart. See if he has more to come. Who knows? Your Idol slips to 6. Alright, Saja Boys, Your Idol, the CNC 2025 Fall Games theme. They did use it yesterday, but that counts for the new tracking week. Or, no, I counted that towards the, the past tracking week, so it won't count for this week. But, yep, Your Idol, number 6, but it's gonna probably rise again with the K-pop Demon Hunters Halloween takeover. And, yeah. Mystical Magical is down to number 5. So Benson Boone's Mystical Magical is down to number 5 after spending a few weeks in the top 3 again. He was trying to get to that #1 spot, but now starting to be on the decline a little bit. We'll see if Benson Boone can hold on with his 2 longest charting songs. And yes, for next week, obviously, because K-pop Demon Hunters are going to take over the top 10. We'll see if Mystical Magical can hang on, or it either goes recurrent next week. But, yeah. EJAE's debut solo single, In Another World, makes a debut at number 4. Alright, so, yup, EJAE, that's where In Another World debuts. If you don't know, obviously, EJAE is the singing voice for Rumi and HUNTR from K-pop Demon Hunters. So now to have a solo single of hers chart in the top 5, that's some accomplishment. So yep, congrats to EJAE for her solo debut, and debuting at number 4 now. So yep, Beautiful Things is back into the top 3. Alright, Benson Boone, Beautiful Things, the longest charting JNC Hot Songs song of all time. Got a big boost, especially because Fox played it during Game 5 of the World Series. For some reason, I bet you Fox has that obsession with Benson Boone, because they played Beautiful Things during that 49ers versus Seahawks Week 1 game, And then they played his song "Friend" from the Fireworks and Rollerblades album in a commercial. And now they play "Beautiful Things" again in the World Series. And yep, it's back in the top three at its 35th week. Beautiful Things is only rising. Who knows if we can actually get back to number one? Well, we'll find out. And now we're down to the last two. Does Golden Streak end, or will it hold on to number one? Let's go find out. Golden's historic streak at number one has come to an end. Yep, Huntrix's Golden has been dethroned. It falls to number two this week. It has spent 11 weeks at number one, including 10 consecutive ones, the longest streak in Hot Songs history. But yep, the chart run of Golden still going to be historic, despite, losing the number one spot for the first time since, August 17th, yeah. So, yep, Golden streak at number one has come to an end. The fate of Ophelia claims the number one spot for the first time. So, yep, Taylor Swift has earned her first number one on JNC Hot Songs with The Fate of Ophelia, dethroning Golden in an all-close battle all week long. But Taylor Swift had to release the acoustic version on the streaming services, on iTunes, and that's how it got the boost, along with the radio play. And the streams were up too for Ophelia, so, yep, that's how it gets to number one this week. So, yep, congrats Taylor Swift for your first number one song with The Fate of Ophelia on JNC Hot Songs. And, yep, so that wraps up our top 10 countdown. Now, we gotta talk about the battle between those two, The Fate of Ophelia and Golden. Now, with the release of the acoustic version on iTunes and the streaming services, a few days later, The Fate of Ophelia is gonna hold on to number one on the November 1st Billboard Hot 100 chart. Or not November 1st, November 8th, excuse me. The November 1st chart is this week, or this past week, so yeah. But Golden, though, is projected to reclaim number one because of the K-pop Demon Hunters Halloween takeover, with its peak in points. In November, Golden is a near 5-month-old song, and it's still reaching its peak. Who knows if that's going to be Billboard's number one song of 2026. Who knows if Golden will be the top song on the global 200 year-end chart for 2026. Who knows if, the longevity of Golden has to be studied, because obviously, on Hot Songs, 11 weeks at number one, and now Golden trying to claim a 9th week at number one on the Hot 100. So, yep, Golden lost the battle this week, but it'll be back again next week for sure. Alright, and now our new point system for the JNC Hot Songs. I explained it in a community post, so, yeah, let me go pull that up real quick. We're done here with the top 10 countdown. Our full chart will be released on tomorrow, so yeah. Let's go check it out. New point system. Okay, so it's now 3 to 5 points per stream. So, yeah, for points to be counted. And then 2 points for radio play. So back then it was 15, now it's down to 2. So it looks like we are now basing it off of streaming. So yep, that's how chart points will be counted, is basically based off streaming nowadays. That's gonna say, alright, 3 points for video use across JNC and its affiliates. It used to be 15 as well, but now just 3. And then this 1 view for every 10 views on a video, and then for shorts 1,000 views this time. And then just 10 points for TV broadcast use. How Beautiful Things played during the World Series, it could get 10 points now instead of 20. And the reason why it's lower now, it's because at the end of a tracking day, we would remove points, but we're not going to do that anymore. So, yeah. And then how we're going to do our hot song predictions for a new week, it's the current amount of points times the amount of days left in the tracking week. So, yeah. And, yeah, that's how the new point system works. I wonder if anything with the new point system can match Golden's 1,210 points. We'll see about that. Which, yeah, Golden's 1,210 points came from the um, which chart was it? I forgot. I forgot which chart it was. It was the. Dang, I keep. Yep, it was the October 12th chart. It had 1,210 points. That's a wild number. And yeah. Now let's go reveal some early predictions. Golden is gonna be, well, it's gonna be expected to return to number one because obviously, the K-pop Demon Hunters Halloween takeover is real indeed. Like, the massive stream jump, uh, on Spotify yesterday. Like, it's catching up to the Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift in terms of global Spotify. It did pass it on U.S. Spotify charts, but both songs took a dip because of Halloween songs. And yeah. So, yep, Golden is here to stay. It's gonna reclaim the number one throne most likely, and then a bunch of the other K-pop Demon Hunters songs uh, will be finding either new peaks or re-peaking at their peak position from before. So yeah, so that's gonna do it with this episode of the JNC Music Show. So yeah, this is JC signing off, and peace.